Hey, rich friends, thank you so much for checking out this video. I'm super excited to be sharing with you these top five, how many? Five tax deductions that every business owner, no matter what kind of business you have, you qualify for these tax deductions. And what's important about this is that it doesn't matter if you run your business from home, if you have a brick and mortar. I don't care if you are in network marketing, if you sell cakes and pies, if you wash cars. I don't care what you do, you qualify for these tax deductions. So I'm excited. Let's go ahead and jump into the information so that you can make sure you're not cheating yourself on your taxes. So let's go ahead and get started. What's the first one? Well, we'll keep it simple on the beginning. The first one is communications, right? Your communication, all that means is like your cell phone bill and how you're communicating with your clients. The communications area with your cell phone is very, very important. Why? Because if you can't contact your clients, I mean, how are you going to be in business? Makes sense. Of course it does. Well, with your cell phone, I want to be very clear. Sometimes you use your personal phone as your business line, right? I know many of us do that. It saves us a ton of money, which is wonderful. But let's talk about how that works. Let's say your cell phone bill is $100 a month. Okay, $100 a month, and you have a business use of that cell phone of 70%. Now, your business use should be calculated by your tax professional, which will be great, and they'll, of course, talk to you about that. But with that amount, with this example, $100 a month for the cell phone bill, 70% used for business, that means that $70 a month is actually used for business purposes on your taxes to be a tax deduction. That's super, super great. Now, with this in mind, that means that that's the business portion, and the 30% is the personal portion of that actual deduction. Now, why is this important? This is important because you're turning your regular expenses into business expenses. That's super great. Why is it super great? Because you're going to pay that cell phone bill anyway. So what's beautiful about paying that cell phone bill is now you let Uncle Sam pay part of the bill, which is great. All right, so that's the first one, is your cell phone bill. Make sure you're writing your communications off. And I'm gonna give you a bonus with this one, right? I'll probably do this throughout the video. I'd like to give little bonuses out. If you purchased an iPad, right, that you put on your cell phone bill, that's also included in there. Make sure you include that. Okay, I'm done. All right, here we go. What else? And an iPad and tablet, that mean the same thing. I'm an iPhone user. Maybe I'm biased, right? Okay, here we go. Your internet, right? The internet bill at your home. Here we go. Many people forget this one because whenever they're doing their deductions, that's like, oh, I'm not taking the home office, I'm not taking this, blah, blah. They still forget that that internet bill is tax deductible, because how are you running your website? How are you getting online and social media and marketing if you don't have internet? Well, you're not, right? So of course your internet bill is tax deductible. That's number two. Make sure you're writing that off on your taxes, no matter what kind of business you have. What else? Your advertising or website hosting. Guess what? Those are tax deductible. Those fees, if you bought a domain name, if you're paying for website hosting to keep your website up on someone's platform, those things are tax deductible. And then adding in there with those fees, of course, if you're even paying somebody, this is your bonus. Of course, you know I like to give bonuses. Here we go. If you're paying someone to manage your social media, which is under that advertising area, well, you may be paying for ads and paying for advertising. But if you pay someone, here we go, to do it for you, tax deductible. There you go. Add that to the list as well. That was number three, which was your web hosting, advertising, marketing. Those things are tax deductible no matter what kind of business you have. It's real good. It's real good. All right. Number four. Ready? Number four, business development and coaching. This is a big deal. Why? Because many times you want to grow your business. You want someone to teach you how to do things that you don't know how to do. Guess what? You get to write that off on your taxes. So if you're paying a monthly subscription or someone to coach you or to help your business grow, or even if you just started your business, right? And that business, you help someone helped you to start it, to put it together, and they charge you a fee, that is tax deductible. So that business coaching and business development is 100% tax deductible on your taxes. Make sure you use that. So what do we have? We had number one, which was your communications. We had number two, which was your internet. Number three, which was your marketing, advertising, or website hosting. All of those bundled in one, or whatever, right? That's number three. Number four was your business development and coaching. And then number five, what's number five? What else do you have to make sure you write off on your taxes, no matter what kind of business you have? Is your travel. Yes, I said it. Your travel is super important. Many people got out, they were moving around, they take trips and things like that, wanted to make sure they were out and active. Guess what? That is a tax deduction as long as, oh, let me get you a game. You ready? You ready? All right. I hope you got your pen and pad and you've been writing this stuff down, because action takers are money makers. And the first action that an action taker takes is to take notes. I know you're doing it. I don't even have to tell you that, right? Here we go. Now, when you're traveling, you always want to travel with business purposes in mind, right? So I never take a vacation, ever. I'm always on a business development trip. I'm always looking for new clients. I'm always looking for more areas to grow and expand my business. And I'm planning in advance for that trip. So I'm planning to go out of town. Let's say I decide to go to Texas. Let's just say Texas. It's a big state. I plan to go to Texas and I scheduled that trip. When I scheduled the trip to Texas, I'm taking a flight. When I go, I'm going to stay at a hotel. Guess what? At that hotel, I'm going to make sure that I schedule maybe a meeting or two with some people in town while I'm there, or I can schedule to go look at some real estate because I may be doing something in that area. It doesn't matter, depending on your business. Schedule some and plan some things in your calendar, making sure that you're booking that time to go and develop and grow your business, right? So now we say, okay, getting ready to go to Texas. My flight is tax deductible. Yes, that's wonderful. My hotel costs, tax deductible. Yeah, that's wonderful. I'm going out to eat with a new potential client who wants to talk about some tax planning. Guess what? Tax deductible. And I'm thinking about expanding and opening a new business in that area. And I need to kind of look at some real estate and see what it looks like in the area so that when I open my place, I can go in those areas, right? Well, guess what? Tax deductible. When I went out to eat, when I drove my miles on that trip, all those things, right? Or I could have rented a car. There we go. That rental is tax deductible. So many things that can happen with this travel and this one trip. But guess what? Now, I went on that trip to Texas and I happened to go and I happened to have a good time. That's great, because I can still write it off on my taxes. Just because I'm on a business trip doesn't mean I can't have fun. So I happened to have a good time while I was there, and it's all tax deductible. I let Uncle Sam pay the bill. So that's how you want to make sure you run your life. You want to turn your regular expenses into business expenses. You want to make sure that as a business owner, you're not cheating yourself with the things that you're able to write off on your taxes, the things that are happening that you may feel like are just personal things. They actually can be business things if you make sure you transition your mind on how you see it. If you document, that's super important. And you're making sure that you always have the intent to make a profit. We always want to do that. So make sure, rich friends, hear me out. Make sure that we're not cheating ourselves, right? Because Uncle Sam them got plenty of money, right? The government doesn't need our charity. They have plenty. So let's not give them any more of ours. So let's do a recap. Make sure you got it. Number one, you're writing off that cell phone. Yes, you are. Number two, your internet, your home internet, making sure you have that home, that internet writing off at your house. Perfect. Your advertising, website hosting, and those kind of fees and domain names, that stuff, tax deductible. Make sure you're writing that off. That was number three. Number four is your business development and coaching. Make sure you're writing those things off. If you got yourself a coach, great. Write it off on your taxes. And then number five, travel expenses, hotel costs, flights, if your rental car, all those things, when you're gone, write those things off on your taxes because you qualify for it. And these are just a few of the thousands of things that you could be doing, right? Let me make sure. I'm gonna say hundreds of things that'll save you thousands of dollars, right? All right, so that's perfect. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I am Candace, your revenue growth strategist, always showing you how to grow your revenue without using your labor. And guess what? You're no longer going to cheat yourself on your taxes, because you're going to make sure you subscribe to our channels, you make sure that you're getting our information, and that you connect with us whenever you need some assistance. Thanks so much, and we'll see each and every one of you at the top.